Despite herself, she smiled wistfully and picked it up. As a child, she'd seen a whole group of the tall, gentle giants at the zoo before they'd become so horribly rare. Gently setting down the giraffe, she picked up the first batch of pads to move them aside, when the top pad's large old man scrawl caught her eye. She eased onto the edge of the bed and read it closer. "Few true friends have I known, and 2 were giraffes. One that didn't kick me dead, and one that saved my worthless orphan life, and your worthy precious one. They're both long gone, and soon I'll be gone, which'll be no great loss to be sure. But the man on the TV just said that soon there'll be no more giraffes in the world at all, gone with the tigers and the elephants and the old man's sky-blanketing pigeons. Even as I punched the screen to shut him up, I knew it could be true. Somehow, though, I know there is still you. And there is still this story that's yours as good as mine. If it goes instinct too with my old bag of bones, that'd be a crying shame. My shame. Because if ever I could claim to have seen the face of God, it was in the colossal faces of those giraffes. And if ever I should be leaving something behind, it's this story for them and for you. So here and now, before it's too late, I'm writing it all down on the chance a good soul reads these words and helps them find their way to you." With that, the VA liaison untied the first batch and, forgetting all about her schedule, began to read. "I'm older than dirt, and when you're older than dirt, you can get lost in time, in memory, even in space. I'm inside my tiny 4-wall room with the feeling that I've been gone. I'm not even sure how long I've been sitting here. All night, I think, since stirring from my foggy mind to find myself surrounded by other old farts staring at a fancy TV. I remember the man on the screen talking about the last giraffes on Earth and rushing over in my wheelchair to punch him. I remember being pushed back here quick and a nurse bandaging my bleeding knuckles. Then I remember an orderly making me swallow a calm-down pill I didn't want to take. But that's the last time I'll be doing that, because right now, pencil in this shaky hand, I aim to write down one singular memory, fast as I can. I could spend what I feel in my bones as my life's last clear hours to tell you of the Dust Bowl, or the war, or the French peonies, or my wives, so many wives, or the graves, so many graves, or the goodbyes, so many goodbyes. Those memories come and go here at the end, if they come at all anymore. But not this memory. This memory is always with me, always alive, always within reach, and always in living technicolor from deadly start to bittersweet finish, no matter how old I keep getting. And Red, old man, sweet wild boy and girl, oh, how I miss you. All I have to do is close my worn-out eyes for the smallest of moments, and it begins. 1. New York Harbor. Boats were flying through the air, streets were flowing like rivers, electric lines were exploding like fireworks, and houses of shrieking people were being blown out to sea. The date was September 21st, the day of the Great Hurricane of 1938. The entire coast from New York Harbor to Maine got smacked so hard it was the stuff of legend. 700 souls gone to their final reward as wet as mackerels. Back then, you got no warning. You'd notice a storm over the water and you'd be worrying how bad that cloud looks when the banshee wind and rain hits and you're scrambling for your life. The dock piling I'd wrapped my scrawny young self around got whipped airborne. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in a ditch with a tramp yanking on my cowboy boots. Seeing me rise from the dead, he yelped and ran. I was still in one piece somehow, if black, blue, and bloody, with only my suspenders popped off and gone. So as the rest of the living world began hollering for help or hearses, I wiped the dried blood off my face, grabbed hold of my trousers, and struggled to my feet. The boat